Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. On this occasion, I am Yulia Novia Putri from Universitas Negeri Padang, and I'm going to present a research proposal with the title, The Effectiveness of Exo-Lotus Learning Model for Grammar Study in English Learning at 8th Grade Students of Junior High School 43 Padang. There are three main things that we are going to discuss on this occasion. The first one, it is the introduction. The second one, it is the literature review. And the last one, it is the research method. Let's move to the introduction. English is one of languages that is important to be mastered, and English is regarded as an international language and used as official and national language in many states in the world. Because of the importance of English, English is studied by students in many countries, including Indonesia. Learning English requires students to master four skills, which are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. In order to develop students' grammar competency in English learning, an appropriate learning design is needed. One of learning models which can be used in increasing students' grammar ability is Exo-Lotus learning model. Exo-Lotus learning model is a learning model that is still in a development phase. This learning model hasn't been known widely by both teachers and students in Indonesia. The ability of this learning model in maximizing teaching and learning process also hasn't been clear yet in general. The effectiveness of these learning models needs to determine in various subjects learned by students in Indonesia, including English. The focus of the research is the effectiveness of Exo-Lotus learning model in grammar study in English learning, especially at 8th grade students of Junior High School 43 Padang. The formulation of the problem in this research is to answer how does Exo-Lotus learning model promote students' grammar competency in English learning at 8th grade students of Junior High School 43 Padang. And the research question of this study is to how does Exo-Lotus learning model promote students' grammar competency in English learning at 8th grade students of Junior High School 43 Padang? The purpose of this research is to know the effectiveness of Exo-Lotus learning model in grammar study in English learning, especially at 8th grade students of Junior High School 43 Padang. And the significance of this research is aimed to report the effectiveness of Exo-Lotus learning model in grammar study in English learning, especially at 8th grade students of Junior High School 43 Padang. Now we move to the literature review. The first one we are going to discuss about Exo-Lotus learning model. According to Novia in 2017, Exo-Lotus learning model is the development of collaborative learning model in geography learning that aims to promote high-order thinking skills or HOTS of students through learning activity regulation and collaboration, which are driven by Exo-Lotus and Olotus. Exo-TAS stands for examination-oriented tasks, while Olo-TAS stands for Olympiad-oriented tasks. Exo-TAS contains problems which are considered as C1 until C3 question, while Olo task contains problems which are categorized as C4 until C6 question group. XOLO task learning model consists of 4 syntaxes, which are concept strengthening, exo task, olo task, and finally reflection. Novia in 2017 described that there are some advantages expected from implementing XOLO task learning model. XOLO task is expected to develop a high-order thinking skills of students. Other than that, this learning model is planned to improve and strengthen pedagogic and professional competence of teachers. This learning model is also hoped to be useful for science practitioners and researchers. Next, it is about English learning. In learning a language, learners are encouraged to master 4 basic skills. Those 4 basic skills are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. According to Rao in 2019, speaking and writing are considered as dynamic and prolific action, while listening and reading are considered as static and receptive action. Those 4 basic skills are correlated each other. According to 2013 curriculum, learning activity in Indonesia has been designed to involve skills needed in the 21st century, which are critical thinking and collaboration skills, communication skills, creativity and innovation skills, and collaboration skills. Now let's move to the effectiveness of learning. Learning activity is categorized as effective learning when it can bring students to attain the purposes of learning and expected capabilities. Learning is considered as effective learning when the participation is active following the learning process. There is practice and individual differences in the learning activity. Teachers and students give feedback each other. Learning activity is based on realistic context, and there is social interaction in the learning process. In this research, the effectiveness of learning is based on the successful of learning activity in promoting students' listening, speaking, reading, writing skills, and developing students' 21st century skills, which are critical thinking, problem solving, communication skill, creativity, innovation, and collaboration skill. Now let's move to the research method. This research is categorized as descriptive research that aims to describe the effectiveness of XOLO task learning model in English learning, especially in grammar study at 8th grade students of junior high school 43 Padang. In order to answer the questions addressed, this study uses a aggressive experimental method, and the design used in this research is post-task control group design. What about the data and the source of data? In this research, there are primary and secondary data. The primary data is the directly data that is given to the researchers. The data will be in form of document analysis and questionnaire, while the secondary data is supporting data that will support the data of the teacher used for teaching English, such as books, websites, and others. What about the participants? The participants in this research are 8th grade students of junior high school 43 Padang. The samples in this research are selected randomly. The class considered as experimental class is class 8.1, while the control class is class 8.2. Now it's about the instrumentation, the data collection, and the data validation. The data collection used in this study is the test technique observation and documentation. In testing the requirements of the analysis, the researcher uses the test of normality and reliability. And the test results used to learn go through validity and reliability tests. Now let's move to the techniques of data analysis. The study uses the t-test to identify whether there are significant differences in whether the axolotus learning model is effective in promoting students' grammar skills, especially at 8th grade students of junior high school 43 Padang. All right, that is all that I can convey to you today. I hope this presentation is useful for you. Thank you for your attention, and I'm truly sorry for my mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.